Hello everyone. Oh, I forgot the intros or whatever. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Once again, I'm joined with Arrowverse, and as always, Mr. Jordan is late as well. Well, I think this time it's my fault. I don't think I forgot to tell him, I think, but well, what's the time in Australia right now?
10:30.
Okay, then he would see it anyway. So yeah. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. I don't know how many people we're expecting over here cuz it was a very, 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 very last minute scheduled stream. So I don't know how many people we will be getting. So the promotion this week, unfortunately, for the streams that wasn't the best, but I did try. But yeah, we'll just be talking about the Flash season 9 pretty much. We'll be, talking about our thoughts on the overall season so far. We'll be giving our thoughts on episode 3, thoughts, theories, promo images if we have any, and synopsis as well. Pretty much it's a whole last Flash stream. So yeah, just centered on one thing for this stream. But yeah, how's everyone doing? How's everyone enjoying the Flash so far? Be sure to let me know. And obviously, for anyone who wants to get their questions 100% answered, be sure to send in a super chat and I will answer it. Or else, if you just have a question again, I'll probably read it out anyways in the comment section. But the super chat will get it 100% answered. Obviously, you don't have to if you don't want to. It is absolutely optional. But um, yeah, Arrowverse, how have you been so far?
Well, I've been actually quite upset after we learned about the breakup.
Well, true love's a lie, isn't it? True love's a lie.
It's very, very upsetting.
But yeah, starting off, we will talk about the Flash season. Actually, we should start off talking about the overall season before we get into episode 3. I guess this does somewhat tie into episode 3, so I think we can talk about everything at once. But Arrowverse, how do you feel about the season so far?
Well, with 3 episodes in,
Mm-hmm.
not a lot has really happened, which, yeah, it's kind of sucks. But I'm kind of hoping that the next 2 episodes will be good, but then we're gonna go into that right back into the interludes, and it's gonna be slow again. But then,
That's actually true.
like episode 6 doesn't look like it's gonna be like a popular episode to most people. But hopefully episode 7 and 8 are going to be good, and then once we get to 9, things start to pick up, and then it's just like good from there, hopefully.
Hopefully.
But so far, I feel like, especially with episode 3, that could have been better.
Yeah, I do completely agree with what you said. The thing with me is I am very worried. I am very worried. Obviously, as you guys can even see from the title of the stream, I titled it something like what the main issues of the Flash season 9, something like that. Can Red Death even save the season? That's my main question right now. Can Red Death even save this season? Because, well, the storyline, shall we say? Because I'm not entirely sure. We are 3 episodes into this season, and I don't like jumping into conclusions before seeing the end result, but season 9 got me very, very worried. 3 episodes into the season, nothing much happened, 2 of which completely wasted, with the storyline barely going forward. We obviously had an episode 1 that barely felt like a season premiere. It introduces us to like one rogue, and we have Red Death at the end, but that's pretty much it. Episode 2 was a completely wasted episode. I did like it, yes, but I did mention why I liked it. But still, it was unnecessary filler. That episode was missing something, which was having Barry as the main story and having pretty much this whole Rogue's Red Death arc, whatever, as the main storyline. But the side story should have been Caitlyn's character, but they didn't do that. They did it the other way around, which is what made it fail. And with this episode 3, I didn't like it either because things only started to pick up right towards the end. Like what, it's a 40-minute episode and things only started to pick up 35 minutes in, something like that. So when the Red Death attacked the Flash, that's when it actually started. And that was something I didn't like. Obviously, we did get more reveals in regards to Red Death, time travel plan, everything like that, identity reveal. So yes, we are starting to get more of Red Death, but for me, this feels like the Flash season 7 all over again, where they're waiting for the final 2 episodes to pretty much bring in the villain, and I don't like it. In my opinion, in this episode, the Flash and Red Death should have fought by now. But that's just me. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, I don't know if you would agree with this, but Red Death, in my opinion, had no reason to leave any of the good guys alive. She should have killed Jacob. She should have killed Goldface. As much as I'd hate that, she should have killed Goldface. She should have killed Hartley. She should have killed all of them right there. She had no reason not to leave them alive.
Yeah.
And
Um.
she should have definitely beat the living crap out of Barry as well. But she didn't for some reason, which felt very weird. She's just like, "How's your speed now? How like, where's your speed now, Flash?" And just left him. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah. I mean, that is always really a thing brought up when it comes to like really evil villains about
Mhm.
leaving people alive. Like Reverse Flash has done it a lot. Zoom did it. Even just not even just in the Flash, it's basically everything. Because you obviously you might need them there for later on. So yeah, but I feel like there should have been more in that scene.
Definitely. For example,
But
the
maybe
best
maybe there is a reason and we just don't know. I don't know.
fair enough. Like, for example, the best way you could describe it is like this. Say we go back to the Flash season 2, episode 6. Before Zoom comes in, that episode was a very, very mid episode. This is exactly the same thing as what happened over here. The only reason why everyone says that episode from season 2 is one of the best episodes of the show is because of that final 10 minutes with Zoom, and that's it. Like, if you think of season 2, episode 6, that's the only thing you would remember. You wouldn't remember Linda being used as bait or anything like that. You won't remember any of that. What you do remember is Zoom beating the living crap out of Barry, and everyone's like, "Yo, this guy's such a sick villain. He's so cool. I cannot wait to see more." Imagine if that episode did what episode 3 did, where you have all that Linda stuff, and then all Zoom does is just pins Barry to the ground, says, "Where's your speed now, Flash?" and it runs off. I think those 2 episodes are very, very similar in terms of like that level. So if Red Death actually, because once again, as I said, she had no reason to leave everyone over there alive. She should have killed everyone there, and she should have beat the living crap out of Barry or something like that. Episode 3, they should have definitely fought, and Barry should have lost. That, in my opinion, would have raised the stakes. It would have made Red Death look much more threatening, and people would have then been like, "Holy crap, this character is crazy. I want to see more." That's what should have happened, in my opinion. And then
What should have happened is they could have cut down some of the stuff earlier in the episode to make
Mhm.
time. And when Red Death comes in and like pins Barry down and all that, and then what runs off, Flash should chase her
Exactly,
maybe,
exactly.
and then we could
Yes.
have like a little chase, but he's not fast enough or something to get her, and then yeah,
Or again, maybe like they're just chasing, and then because of the negative Speed Force excuse
yeah.
they use, which is completely new. When the hell did that happen?
Last season I think.
Did it?
Yeah, because remember, I think it was at least with Mina's speed and Barry's like, um,
Interesting.
yeah. It might have been earlier, but I remember something like that from last season.
So they could have done that thing where Barry's speed just shuts down, and that's when Red Death beats Barry up. That should have happened as well, or could have happened. But it was like a complete missed opportunity. Now, yes, I'm going to say this episode, it was by far the best episode out of the 3 we have. But again, that's not saying much because, in my opinion, this season has been very, very disappointing, and it's been off to a very, very bad starting point. So, because of that, I don't even think Red Death is going to be able to save the episode, only because we're having these useless storylines. We're having these storylines no one cares about, unnecessary filler, absolutely incredibly just cheesy, cringy dialogue and music. I don't think Red Death's going to be able to save it. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know. How about you, Arrowverse? What do you think?
Um, Yeah, I think Red Death is going to be a letdown to a lot of people. I think people might have let their expectations go a little bit too high.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I don't know, because next episode, and I guess the one after, looks cool because we got Rainbow Raider coming back. We got Batwoman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, Power shot off like for basically all of next episode, maybe even episode 5. So it's gonna be like all nighttime, which it's cool to see.
Interesting.
You got the rogues. Yeah, I don't know. It has potential, but I don't. Let's just see if it can live up to that potential.
That's another thing in my opinion. I think the Rogue should have been defeated in this episode. That's another thing I was gonna say. I think they should have left the final 2 episodes just with the Flash and Red Death conflict, but it is what it is, I guess. Just for me, it feels too short because they just brought in the villain like in the end of episode 3, and we have 2 episodes left. I just think they could have done it better, but
I
for
think they
me, it
could have.
feels like. Go on.
They could have. Oh, maybe they could have like made this episode and last episode just combined it into one, maybe. Just
Yeah,
last episode cut down a lot of that boring stuff,
100%. Yeah,
and
exactly.
then you could have the rogues come in about halfway through, maybe, or even just have the first half of this episode be about the rogues and stuff. You could have Barry
Mhm.
getting him at the end of last episode. This one could be like the heist or whatever, and then the second half could just be focusing more on Red Death. I don't know.
I completely agree. Yeah. Um, there's another thing. I don't know about you, but do you feel like they're doing exactly what they did with Godspeed in terms of just leaving the villain for last minute? Because I genuinely don't think they're gonna make Barry fight Red Death until the very end. So episode 5, very end.
Well, we know they are fighting next episode.
Are they?
Well, we presume so because there's the set photos.
What isn't that for episode 5 though?
The one with Rainbow Raider, like the first time we saw Red Death in set photos was next episode, and there's a shot in the promo of Red Death standing in the middle of like a crowd running away. That's that
All right.
set, and she's like screaming out, like "Where are you, Flash?" or "Come and get me, Flash," or something like that. And then, yeah, Rainbow Raider's there, Flash is there, Red Death there.
Okay, at least that's something to look forward to again, I guess.
Yeah.
After 3 episodes of disappointment, hopefully things do start to pick up. Now, in terms of the overall episode for this episode, what did you think of episode 3 compared to the other 2?
Compared to the other two,
Yeah.
I think it was my favorite one,
Mm-hmm.
easily. I don't think I dislike it as much as you do, because I don't know, just the last 15 minutes I thought was really fun, and then just the rogues in general, I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But it just felt, especially the first, like you said, like 30, 35 minutes was just slow. Nothing much really happened.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on people hating on Javicia? I don't get like what are these people expecting? Are they expecting Ben Affleck to pop up in the suit or something like that? Like this is the Arrowverse version of like a Bat family member. Like what the hell are you expecting? And then as well, like when I saw trending on Twitter, people memeing the "I am vengeance" line. That is not Robert Pattinson's line. We've had so many Batman saying that.
Exactly.
Like, I thought it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I thought Javicia Leslie did great as well.
I think the the idea was cool, but the
Mhm.
delivery was a bit off. And that might not have been her fault. It could have been the director or just someone telling her to do it like a different way, and then they used that take or something, and it just was, yeah,
I mean, it could have
off.
been, yeah. Killing Caitlyn was a horrible decision. This is the worst thing they've done this season, which is killing Caitlyn off, and they're just like, well, who cares? We have someone that looks like Caitlyn. That's enough. Like, what?
Yep.
You had a whole ass funeral for Frost and for Caitlyn. Bear in mind, she's an OG since season 1. They're just like, yeah, Fiddler, yeah. Okay,
Since
this new Caitlyn.
Arrow season 2, before the Flash even existed.
Exactly. Oh shit, that's true, right?
Yeah.
She
So,
she was in Arrow season 2 as well. I completely forgot. So
yep.
this is like the OGs of OGs as well. I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure, I could be wrong, but this is before Grant Gustin's even cast as the Flash, right?
No, it was after,
Okay.
because you had the mid-season finale with Grant, and then it was like towards the end of the season you had Caitlin and Cisco come in. And Deathstroke was there.
Right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was Caitlyn who wanted to get Frost back no matter what, so I see it as whatever happened to her is her fault. Yeah, but still, it doesn't change the fact that their friend died, and they're just like, "Well, who cares?"
Let's
So,
party.
can you pull up the scene Red Death is in Mark's face? I can't because that would be copyright. But honestly, the Arrowverse, I want to get your thoughts on what did you think of that ending scene? I personally didn't think it was that bad.
I don't think it was bad. I liked it. Just that. Well, it was a bit cringy. It was a bit cringy. Just like, I'll show you who I am, and then I am vengeance, you know. But
I mean,
I don't
she could
hate
have
it.
said, "I am the Red Death" or something like that as well.
Well, I feel like they could have made her more threatening by having like maybe glowing eyes and a deep voice, like
What about the
like a
like the
like a Red
vibration
Death
as
voice.
well?
You don't even need that. It's just like, Zoom when he goes like, you can't lock up the darkness or whatever. Thorn does it where it makes his
Right.
eyes
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
vibrate or glow red when he's not even in the suit.
I
Yeah,
mean, the
you could have said something cool.
Javisi. I thought Javisi looked like a proper villain. Like she looked pissed as well. I thought she did good,
Yeah,
but it could have just been me. I don't know.
she looked fine. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, it was just the way she said that line.
Yeah. I guess so. Whatever. But despite that episode being very very mid, we need to talk about who carried that freaking episode. Daddy likes the metal. Goldface is back. Obviously, we had Team Flash going around recruiting their rogues to pull off the heist. But oh my god, Goldface was actually so freaking sick in that episode.
And we got Carver back. We got Carver as well.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. And book
I
club
was
as
so
well. That's
happy.
new.
I was so.
Well, Goldface comes in, and then I automatically noticed the gold boots. I'm like, yo,
Oh yeah.
you definitely took inspiration from a certain someone with that. And then he walks in, and then, well, if it isn't my friend, Officer Chemist, or something like that. And I just started laughing. And then obviously they had the plan, and then he betrayed Amunet, and he's like, "True love's a lie." So I found that absolutely hilarious. And then like he's about to kill Barry, and then Barry obviously goes like explains the plan, and then him later on going to argue with Chillblade and Jacob Birch. I found that absolutely hilarious once again. And then him finding out Barry Allen was the Flash. That was a good scene. He's like, oh, why do we need to dampen it so you can do forensics? I love that as well. And then it can't be just me, but I thought the Rogues versus the Good Rogues fight was awful, but Goldface versus Boomerang I actually found pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
the
my
Jacob Birch and Fiddler one was not good.
oh my god, we're not gonna talk about that, bro. But this is my mate from uni. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Oh yeah, well, they're talking about like favorite bands and stuff like that, and then oh no, 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 no. And then same for Hartley and Murmur as well. They're just doing sign
I thought
language stuff. They just fight each other.
it was quite cool up until that, and then you had 30 seconds of just epic music going, no sounds or anything, just people moving their hands.
And then this is when we needed the Flash versus Red Death happening, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was expecting Red Death to come in there, but
But
she
it
didn't.
it it just fell off not having a fight scene. I'm assuming it's like what they did with season 7, where they're doing like budget savers for like a big fight scene or something like that. With which again, season 7 didn't really have that big of a big fight scene, but like the Godspeed arc, although it didn't look good, it did require a lot of CGI, and so did the Forces finale, like in that Speed Force CGI battle.
Mhm.
So maybe if they're trying to pull off something big as like a big fight and like do like a budget saver, then I guess so. But again, I don't know. They should have definitely fought, in my opinion. But yeah, Team Flash is well, the fans are let down as well. Now, another thing we do need to talk about is Red Death's reveal. Now, Red Death obviously reveals herself as Ryan Wilder, but Team Flash also gathered information that Ryan Wilder from Gotham City, so our Ryan Wilder, has gone missing. Now, first things first, A, how do they know Ryan Wilder's Batwoman? B, they've never even met. And that's pretty much it in terms of Batwoman and Team Flash. But I'll get into like the other stuff later on. But what do you think about Ryan Wilder going missing and everything like that? Do you think Red Death is actually this Batwoman, or do you think there's something else going on?
Well, I don't think it's our Batwoman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be, because I don't remember where I saw it, but someone said that it could be like Red Death could be our Batwoman, and then the Batwoman that comes like as the good Batwoman could be the Armageddon timeline, and that's how Iris gets the Velocity Zero
Mm-hmm.
gun, which I don't know how likely that is. That would be a bit weird, but that could be the
Are you
case.
ready?
But
Are you ready for my theory?
okay.
We're ready for theory crafting over here. Hello, Laura. Welcome. Ready for the theory crafting over here. So, where do we start? First things first. This is not Earth Prime Batwoman. They're just doing that to throw us off. Here is why. If we pay attention to what Red Death has said before, so the previous two interactions we had with Red Death, the Flash is never truly alone, but once I'm done with him, he will be. The Flash disgraced me, and now Central City will pay the price, and now justice will be served. Both of these lines indicate that Batwoman and the Flash have had a backstory before. They've already met, they know each other, and something happened. That is not where we're at right now. Right now, in this current timeline, the Flash and Batwoman have never met. Yes, he's met Kate Kane. He's never met Ryan Wilder, though. I don't think he's supposed to even know that Ryan Wilder is Batwoman. That's another thing.
I
So,
I feel like well,
sorry, go on.
I feel like he might, just because of the Justice League. Like,
Yeah,
Luke
but
could have contacted them, and
is she even in the Justice League? That's another thing we
who
don't
knows?
know.
Who knows? Like, we
Because
know that the Justice League has done stuff together off screen.
yeah, but again,
So
the thing is, like the Justice League have met. They trust each other. They haven't even met Ryan Wilder. So why would they even just add her in the Justice League in the first place? That's another thing.
yeah, it's true.
So
I'm worried that we won't get. I don't think we're going to get a proper explanation, to be honest.
I don't think so
Like,
either.
of how
But
they know Ron Wilder.
yeah, I think Eric Wallace just like missed it because I think he brought in Batwoman, but forgot that Batwoman was from the future over there. Maybe
What do you mean?
because they brought in Batwoman in Armageddon, right? But in
Yeah.
that timeline, it's 2031.
Oh,
It's not 2022
yeah.
or 2023, shall I say? But so maybe Eric Wallace got confused about that and then just added in Batwoman. I don't know, but I guess we will see. So here's the thing. First things first, we know this is the new negative Speed Force avatar that's confirmed. And secondly, I still do think that this is Reverse Flashpoint Batwoman, or again, just Batwoman from the future in general. Now,
Mm.
why is Batwoman missing? So I think it could be that Ryan Wilder clocked that there's a speedster around. Like she knows there's this lookalike of her. She's like in hiding or something like that. She's like off the grid and she's trying to like investigate, take this down herself. But then when she finds out like Red Death in Central City or something like that, then she comes into Central City, helps Team Flash out, something like that. Because I think the one that when Iris opens the door and then we see someone in the promo, I think that's Ryan Wilder
I
first
think
coming in.
yeah. I think it's Ron Wilder, and I don't think she's in her suit.
Exactly. So I think she's just laying low. So she's aware that there's this person that looks like her around, but also she's a speedster, so she can't really like go around normally because the speedster will just catch her. So maybe what this could be is this is reverse Flashpoint Batwoman, but then we have our Batwoman, right? Now,
Mhm.
how do I best explain this? Okay, wait. Do we have okay, I'll try and explain it without drawing anything. I was gonna like do some quick sketching, but okay, so uh we have reverse Flashpoint. This is the reverse Flashpoint timeline, right? And then this is our timeline right here. So this is
Mhm.
our timeline, this is reverse Flashpoint timeline. Now, obviously, she's the Red Death over here, right? Or maybe something happens. Well, this wouldn't make sense then. Wait, never mind. Say she became the Red Death before Barry reset the timeline, which is impossible, but I don't know how they do it. But say she became the Red Death before the timeline got reset or something like that. She would be immune to any timeline change being present because she's a speedster. So although her timeline will be completely erased, Barry's restored timeline will be the one that's around. She will be the only one from Reverse Flashpoint, other than the Flash and Eobard Thawne, that will have the memories before. So she would want to go after Ryan Wilder because she wants to take her place. Because in her timeline, all of her loved ones are gone because Barry completely erased her timeline. So Luke is gone, Mary is gone, Sophie is gone. Maybe that could be why.
I mean, yeah, what could happen is that with Reverse Flash and Flash running back and causing Armageddon in the future, that could like that fallout could kill Sophie maybe, and that
Oh,
timeline could somehow like stay intact, just like kind of what happened in Flashpoint in the
Flashpoint.
comics, and there could be a reason to why that is, and that could maybe even play into later on in the season. I don't know, but yeah, and since Sophie's dead, obviously Ryan goes crazy and stuff, and she descends into darkness.
Not just that, but like say her all of her loved ones are dead because the timeline just reset alone, like on its own. That's another motivation for her for why she would be after the Flash. Remember, she said the Flash is never truly alone, but once I'm done with him, he will be. Now I think she's trying to get Barry to experience what she felt, which is being alone. Because if her timeline's completely erased, yet she's the only one that remembers it, then like she's alone. She has no one around her, or something like that. Maybe that could be why. But the only part that would confuse me then is when in that point in time would the negative forces approach Batwoman? That's the only bit that throws me off. And then obviously she's trying to build this cosmic treadmill because she wants to go back to her timeline and stop Barry from resetting the timeline. That's what I think is happening, but I don't know.
Mm.
It's,
I think we're gonna get some answers this week.
we probably because we have um Barry getting captured by Red Death, however that happens as well. So that's another thing.
Mm.
That's another nitpick I had as well. When they shut down the whatever it's called, the power dampening, Barry had more than enough time to get that machine out of there, run, get the other rogues out of there, run. Like what?
Yeah.
Did you see how slowly that power dampening just switched on? Barry had so much time to just run everyone out of there. And also, why is there no security? Why is there no CCTV? Like they see everyone's faces and all of that. Okay,
Yeah.
CCTV you can deal with, fair enough. You have hackers on the team. But
Well, they said that security, like a lot of the security, was out doing some sort of like training thing or something. I don't know,
oh, how does that make sense?
which is a
You have like a
coincidence.
military facility,
I
but
know
you have no one around.
you'd get like, yeah, it's who knows.
So that
And
felt weird.
yeah, like the security cameras, like what happened? Why? Where's the hoods? You know, where's the masks? Like Hartley, I think he had his hood up, so that's something.
Doesn't the speed Yeah, but that's not the issue. The issue is when when would the negative forces approach Batwoman? Because say she becomes red, well, if she is negative Flashpoint Batwoman, when would she become Red Death before Barry completely erases the timeline? Because if Barry erases the timeline and Batwoman is still Batwoman, well, everything would have just gone back to normal. That's
Well,
how I
that's the
think it
thing. I don't
works.
think it's possible that she'll become Red Death before that timeline
Exactly.
resets, which makes you think that it's going to somehow stay alive. And as she goes, like, as she turns to the dark side, or just gets like more and more angry or something, the negative forces like find her or something, and gives her that negative Speed Force connection, which corrupts her even more, maybe.
Hmm.
And then obviously she would have a vendetta against the Flash, which
Yeah.
should then would travel back in time, maybe, which I don't know why she would go to this time specifically.
That's what we need to find out. Is why 2020? Well, what's the show's timeline right now? It's 2022 there, right?
2023.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Um. Yeah, and if that is the case, then wouldn't she think Earbud Thorn's the Flash as well?
That's another thing.
So
Exactly. I mean,
yeah,
oh wait, never mind. That was stupid. Never mind. But that's true as well. I didn't
I
think of
mean,
that. Now,
it might not even be Reverse Flashpoint, Ryan
exactly.
Wilder.
It could
Yeah,
it could even be just Ryan Wilder from another timeline, or it could be Ryan Wilder from the future. I definitely don't think it's multiverse. That especially now, I think it's way too late for them to do multiverse.
yeah.
Now, another absolutely stupid idea, and I don't agree with this, by the way. I don't want this to happen, but it could be possible. Could this be a combination of Eobard and Batwoman as well? I would hate that so much if they did that.
It would be very strange.
But then
Yeah,
that would kind of explain the corruption. That could explain why Batwoman's missing. That could explain um why she hates the Flash. But cross that out, I would absolutely hate that if they do something like that. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. We have 2 episodes left, and they still have, as Laura said, they still have a lot to explain about Red Death. And that's why I don't know. It feels like it feels like the Godspeed arc all over again, where they just saved everything for last minute. But yeah, I renamed this episode Rogues of War 2, Rogues of Board. Exactly. Okay. I was just thinking that since the negative Speed Force can choose an avatar from any time, it could choose Ryan from Reverse Flashpoint because of how Barry caused Armageddon in her timeline.
yeah.
That makes sense, actually. But again, this is another thing you need to think about. Why Ryan Wilder? Out of like all the characters you have in the Arrowverse, why Ryan Wilder? That cannot be a coincidence. So there needs to be a reason why this is happening. So again, I hope they explain it because like because if they don't explain it, then you'd obviously have questions like why didn't the negative forces go after, I don't know, Sarah Lance? Why didn't they go after Supergirl? Why didn't they go after Ralph Dibny or something like that? Why Ryan Wilder? So I hope they clear that up as well, but I don't know. Oh yeah, it did seem like we were getting like another weird type of fight scene, right? Between them.
When
Between the Flash and Red Death. In the set photos, I remember it was like a weird looking fight scene or something like that. I don't know though.
was it?
I don't want to go all the way back and check, but
I,
I'm pretty sure it was.
all I remember is oh, I don't know. Yeah, 'cause we got the rogues there. You got Batwoman versus Red Death. Yeah.
I love this man though. The thing is, right, I don't know how, but anytime I post something about Goldface, the actor always ends up liking my comment, like my tweet.
Well, it's because he's not probably doesn't have much in his notifications or mentions, so he's able to see it, actually see it.
That's so cool though. Like he sees us just praising Goldface. He's like, "Yo, these are my guys." You get me? So that's really cool. I do really like that. But Goldface did really carry the episode though. For me, he was the MVP. I don't know about you. What do you think?
I think, yeah, he was my favorite, and Jaco
And
or
I think like
Jaco.
whenever I think like whoever complained about Goldface before on Twitter, I saw they ate their words up in this episode. You know who I'm talking about, and if they're watching, then they know I'm talking about them as well. But you guys ate your words up with Goldface this episode. But yeah, we're having Goldface for another 2 episodes or something as well.
Yeah.
So that is sick though. That I can't wait, man. I can't wait. Goldface was good this season, definitely. I still loved Goldface before. I loved how he was like a comedic, meme villain, but he was definitely upped in this episode, which I'm not going to complain about. I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, moving on. We do have the promo to go over for the Flash season 9 episode 4. Now, once again, I'll just go over it shot by shot. I'm not going to exactly play the trailer because then that's going to be me demonetized. And also, we have the subtitles on as well, so it won't be that bad. We can just read it out. But here we go. I will share the screen. So here it is. And I'm guessing you guys would have already seen the trailer as well. So that's just based off pure assumption. But over here, I'll play it for like a little bit.
I know how much you must feel for me, but it is.
So we have Barry over here, pretty much captured by Red Death. Like Barry is in the dungeon warehouse, something like that he's in, and he's captured by the rogues. Now, in regards to how this happens, that will be interesting. Now, is it Red Death that does this, or is it the rogues that succeed? I don't know, because they've been leveling the crap out of Barry, right?
It would be quite cool to see like all 4 of the rogues, or 3, it depends. Like it probably would be 3 at this point, to be honest. Just like all team up on Barry at once. You know, Captain Boomerang throwing his boomerangs,
That
Fiddler's
would be
like
so cool. Yeah.
doing whatever, and then
And
Chilblain
oh yeah, that's another one.
and
Chilblain.
Murmur, yeah.
So either A, Barry would smoke all of them, Red Death comes and just defeats Barry, or they depower Barry and Barry gets defeated. That's an option they could go for as well. But I'm interested to see what happens over here, because obviously Flash is captured. For what reason, we don't know. Maybe it's just Red Death explaining something to Barry, or maybe she needs something from Barry as well. That could be another option. But over here, as you guys can see, we have Red Death and Barry, or the Flash. Red Death and the Flash talking to each other. Now, over here, I'm pretty sure Barry does think that this is our Ryan Wilder, because he is saying stuff like the negative speed force is corrupting you and various other things like that. So that will be interesting. Obviously, we will find out more in this episode. It does seem like this is the second last episode of the arc, so I am hoping we do get more answers. And it does seem like we will. But Barry is assuming that this is Earth Prime Ryan Wilder. And yeah, it will be interesting to see their interaction, because technically this is the first time they've properly met, which is weird. But yeah.
Negative speed force has corrupted your mind.
So once that it's like the whole negative speed force, because it makes you like channel all of your like negative emotions, hatred, all those sorts of stuff. And that's how, for example, Mina Dawan became evil in that episode, and how Nora West Allen went crazy as well in season 5. So it was kind of that aspect that they're bringing in, but she seems more evil in this. So I'm interested to see what happens to this version of Ryan Wilder in particular. But as we obviously know, there's like a citywide curfew as well, and we have Iris over here with lights. Now I'm guessing this is when she pulls out the negative velocity weapon or something like that as well, right? Seems like the
Yeah.
same thing. But again, this is
Understand.
weird because if it happened in Armageddon, then how does she still have it?
Well, she doesn't still have it. It's probably just been either given to her in this timeline or remade for whatever reason. And
Possibly, yeah.
that's something I'm also worried about. Like, how are they going to explain that?
Yeah. But if we know, if we have an interaction between Iris and the Ryan Wilder, and then like we have Ryan say, "Remember that weapon I gave you?" That's when we know that they completely dropped the ball. But yeah, do we have anything else? We have this shot where Iris is like approaching something, and then like she opens the door. Now we don't really see who it is, but it's obviously going to be our
It look,
Ryan Wilder. That's curly hair.
it's curly hair.
That's Batwoman.
It
She's
looks like
suited up then.
either the Batwoman suit or it just looks like Ron Walder in her just normal clothes or something. And it looks like she might have like a bandage on her arm or something. I don't know.
That's definitely Ryan Wilder though, for sure. So,
Yeah.
but this makes no sense. They've never met.
You see, that's the thing about gaps between episodes.
Still, like, it makes no sense.
Man, I have no idea.
Eric Wallace, you're dropping the ball, man. They've never met. How is this happening? This is just weird. But yeah, Ryan Wilder goes to. Is that the gauntlets? What color are her gauntlets? Red, right?
Well, to me, that it looks like
That's
it looks
obviously
like
the Batwoman suit, bro.
it looks like they're not wearing any sleeves. But then,
No, that's the Batwoman gauntlet right there.
yeah, but it could be a bandage or something. I don't know.
No, it's weird.
It
It's
looks like
weird.
the cape. It looks like you can see like the strap for the cape on the shoulder, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it
But
is
the
Ron Wilder though.
thing is, though, I am very, very worried about this because they've never met. So I don't know how they're gonna do all of this. But oh, I'm actually scared right now. I can't lie.
And yeah,
We
and they say in the synopsis that old friend visits
yeah. So
Iris. So.
it's obviously Batwoman. Now over here we do have this pretty interesting like looking tablet. I guess it showing some readings, and that's where like the flash is hanged, and then it's pretty much showing like what's underneath. I think.
It could. You think Barry is maybe being used as like a power source or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe I don't know. Could Red Death be stealing some speed off Barry to find a way to work the treadmill or something like that?
Yeah, power
That could
source.
also be possible. Because maybe she has speed, but she cannot really tap into this like the space time continuum, if you will. So that's why she needs
Yeah.
another speedster to do it.
The thing is, if that's the thing, it just feels like Godspeed all over again.
And that's true as well. That's gonna be weird. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. And then we have Red Death attacking a bunch of people.
Yeah. So that's the set. That's from the set photos.
I think this is going to be during the end of the episode. So maybe what Barry's able to do is he destroys the cosmic treadmill, or like whatever she tries to use to time travel. Barry
No.
destroys it.
You know what I think it is?
Go on.
I think how Barry gets captured is that this is towards the start, and Barry, like they obviously get a signal or whatever that Red Death is out here.
Yeah.
Barry runs out here, and they start talking because there's we know that they have a bit of a chat in this scene with Barry walking up to her, and then I think Rainbow Raider comes out and he's gonna whammy Barry and then there's photos of him like on the ground, and I think that's how they capture Barry. Maybe Rainbow Raider like surprise attacks him, and then he's on the ground, gets like unconscious or whatever, and then Red Death is able to take him back to the lair.
Oh, that could be.
So
that's actually possible.
Yeah.
That's actually possible. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. But in my opinion, I think the way Barry escapes is Batwoman saves him.
Maybe. Or even the rogues. I don't like the good rogues, our rogues.
That could be possible as well, yeah. But I think I would just want Batwoman to save. I want Batwoman to do something. You get me? So
Yeah.
do you think that Red Death will die, or do you think she is going to get redeemed? I don't think she
She
will
better
get
not
redeemed
get
because this is not the real Batwoman. So either A, she gets erased from the timeline, or B, she properly gets defeated, or C, she ends up in Argus, which is my best guess. What do you think, Arrowverse?
I don't know. It's really hard to predict because I've gone down a bit of a weird route. Also, we better see Red Death severely hurt people and kill them. Because the Red Death, it's got death in their name.
Yeah, and then Red Death killed more people. Cicada killed more people than Zoom, or even Red Death. It's like 500 plus deaths or something like that. Like, Red Death barely did anything, man. Come on. I know it's completely unrelated, but yeah. Red Death needing the cosmic treadmill makes me think that Red Death is an artificial speedster because only artificial speedsters can't time travel without the use of. But she is the negative speed force user, so she has the negative speed force.
Well, we don't know that.
Yeah, no, actually, no, we don't. Never mind. I mean, red lightning, glowed like your word, vibrated.
Everything points to it being the user, but it might not be.
But if we had Cobalt Blue, who's supposedly our main villain for the next graphic novel, if his lightning is blue, how is that going to be the negative speed force avatar? Because he's not getting red lightning.
And Cobalt Blue is not even actually really a speedster to begin with. He's just able to harness it, or yeah.
Okay, maybe we could just say negative speed force Eddie Thorne then, or something like that. I don't know, but
I think Red Death probably is the negative speed force user because they tried to make you think that whoever is connected to the crystal would be the user, and yeah.
I can't believe I've never thought of that actually. Yeah, we could give it a try. What do we have to lose? That's actually a good idea. I'll try, but I don't know. We'll see. I'd love to. Red Death will kill people. Don't worry, Flashers. I hope so, because in my opinion, she should do what Zoom and Eobard did times 10. But
yeah,
whatever. Because you know how we had that scene in the season 8 finale where Eobard just ran around
zapping people.
That's what I want to see, but
yeah.
like more graphic, which
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, but that's artificial speed. Oh wait, never mind. True. I don't know. I guess it's whatever suits the speedster. I guess. Oh, Hugin's here. Hello, Hugin. Yeah, but we know in the show it kind of works different. In the show, I mean, not really, because the Speed Force technically got created when Barry got struck by lightning.
Wait, what?
In the show, how was the Speed Force created? Did they explain like it always existed, or was it when Barry got struck by lightning?
Yes. Well, in the season 2 Speed Force episode, they say that they're around since the Big Bang.
Okay. So I guess that's the same with the negative then?
No. Because Thorne created it himself, didn't he? Wasn't that the thing in season 5?
Alright. So he created a source of energy, pretty much.
He created his own Speed Force that harnessed off the pre-existing one.
Okay, there we go. If that was the case, then the ASF Barry mage should be at the same power level as Eobard's. What's ASF? Artificial Speed Force?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I guess we shouldn't just overthink it. Otherwise, we'll just get stuck like this. But I don't know, actually. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's because of the speed boost. Maybe that wasn't possible. But again, they were technically on the same power level by the end of season 8, anyways. So I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know.
well, actually, now that I think about it, the Speed Force has only really been around since season 7, hasn't it? Because when they
Well,
rebirthed
no.
it.
This true. Yes.
So, yeah.
That's true. Just don't overthink, I guess. But yeah, next up, I think that's pretty much it for the promo. But next up, we do have a brand new synopsis. From memory, this isn't as triggering as the other one. Uh isn't as triggering as that. My reaction for the episode 5 one, man. Damn. But the good, the bad, and the lucky. That's episode 6. So the description goes as follows. I cannot share it because apparently I'll get in trouble. But lucky be a lady. As Barry and Iris prepare for their new life, luck changes for those in Central City. We're gonna talk about that. Luck changes for those in Central City. Cecile takes on a case with Allegra's help. Okay. Involving a string of unfortunate and highly unexpected events. Okay, not bad, not bad. Meanwhile, Chester and the team work with Keon to figure out her abilities. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought. First things first, we have some more West Island stuff going on, preparing for her pregnancy. So, not bad, but I guess I don't know. Do you think it's too stretched out? This like what baby moon thing?
Not really. I don't think so. Because this episode would kind of just be like a few days after episode 1, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if we'll be getting much of it next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually no, because episode 5, I think that might be the episode when we've got those promo images of Barry and Iris telling everyone. I think that's the end of 905.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But the next part, luck changes for those in Central City. Now, we know there is a returning character for. We know there's a lot of returning characters for the Flash season 9. Now, one of these characters are actually one of the bus metas we saw in the Flash season 4. That being Becky Sharp. And the fact that they said luck, it leads me to believe that Becky Sharp is the returning character for episode 6.
Yeah. It is.
Meaning for 7, that's when Dreamer comes in then.
Does it?
I don't know. I'm assuming so. Why wouldn't you?
I think
Well,
it's 7 or 8. I think
okay.
because 8 was the last episode they did before the break, and she was there like basically around Christmas time to the like basically up until they finished filming for that year.
Yeah.
So it's probably 8.
Yes, it is the exact same actress who played her in season 4. Yes, she's going to have to. No, actually, no, because she's with Iris, right?
No, but I think that they will interact.
Okay, I mean, they should do at least.
I mean, we know Nia's going to be in her suit, so there might be a team up there.
All right. But next up, Cecile takes on the case with Allegra's help, involving a string of unfortunate and highly unexpected events. Where the F did Cecile's attorney thing go? Finally,
I
they're
know.
bringing it back. Finally, they're bringing it back. Don't go. Just why are you going for the superhero route? Why? Just stick to her being an attorney. What's so bad about having someone powerless on the team? Not everyone needs superpowers. You get me?
Last time we saw the her doing her job, wasn't it last season when she's like, people need to consent to me reading their thoughts or whatever she says.
Sorry. Oh yeah.
Last season with that weird line and then
It's unethical for me to-
unethical. Yeah.
Oh, bloody Cecile, man. And then when she goes, she's a lawyer that goes on to be a vigilante as well. That's very unethical also, Cecile. But yeah, I'm glad that her attorney stuff is coming back. See, these sorts of stuff I wouldn't complain about. But when she's on the superhero stuff, then I'm like, yikes, that shouldn't happen. That's not bad. Involving
Speaking of
Allegra.
superhero stuff, is some new details that
Uh-oh.
you are very excited about. A new wardrobe.
Did she share it already?
No.
Oh, you're talking about the set photos for the
Yeah.
finale, right? Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, Nicole Main's IMDb says episode 8. Okay, good to know.
Well, that doesn't. IMDb's not right up until.
Don't diss IMDb, bro.
But
But
it's highly likely.
true. But then Keon's new abilities, no brainer that she was gonna get some nature related abilities. So
Yeah, I am actually interested to see that.
yeah. I think she's just gonna be poison ivy, to be honest.
Well, I think she'll be able to control just all elements.
So she's like weather wizard, but also
I think she might yeah, she'll be able to control like water, like the rain.
not really
Like
weather wizard. Is it? No, it's not. Never mind. I was gonna totally butcher that, but who's like I was gonna say what's her name? The girl from Eternals, but they're not same abilities. Who's the nature superhero? Whatever. Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy. I'm just gonna stick with that. Poison Ivy. How was she even back? Devo took her body and her powers, bro. Eric Wallace is using Crisis as a way to bring back characters, and it sucks. But then again, they did the same thing with Flash. It's Crisis.
The thing is, this was technically set up the very first episode post Crisis, because in Cisco's Who's Who binder with all the villains, we saw that the boss meters were still alive, but it was never really properly mentioned. So
Yeah. Do you guys like Keon? Yes
Nah.
and no. Yes, because she's very cute, very sweet, and just so innocent, and that's why I can't really dislike the character. But no, because I don't think it was the right time to introduce a brand new character onto the show when it's the final season. If it was last season, then maybe. And also, I don't really like the way she talks about nature as well. But other than that,
The thing is,
kind of, yeah, I do like her.
they don't really do much to try and get you to like her, because basically every like side character is always like every side character is a part of the Chester and Allegra relationship storyline.
That's true.
In some way. So
That's true.
So yeah.
No, because Stargirl and The Flash are totally different shows.
And we saw Becky Sharper in Stargirl, and it's completely different actress and
Did we?
character. Yeah, in the finale.
I didn't watch the finale yet, so that's why.
Oh, what?
I was still on the second last episode. I just remembered. I'll probably watch after the stream because
You've
I
got
had
like
one
so
more
many
episode.
finales to watch. You haven't watched Batwoman yet, have you?
Last thing I saw from, I watched Legends.
Oh,
I
you
watched
Legends.
Superman and Lois. Last thing I saw from Batwoman was exactly what. It was the some intimacy between Sophie and Ryan Wilder. For those wondering, that's the last thing I watched in Batwoman. I do need to catch up to that as well. And yeah, Stargirl, I do definitely need to catch up because the plot twist they did, holy shit, those were cool. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. She's so cute as well. It just makes me feel cute. It's just like, how do you hate such a character? Like I was watching Eric's review, and Eric's just like, I hate her. Like, but yes, I understand. Like her talk about nature, stuff like that. I completely understand. But like the personality that character has, for me at least, it's impossible to dislike. But yeah. If Zoom comes back, Zoom will be Zoom. He will not be overpowered or anything like that. He will just be Zoom in season 2 because technically Zoom is not around after that point. So yeah. Wait, do we have anything else to talk about in terms of the Flash?
Just, I guess we could go over the set photos.
Will Grapes get angry?
No,
Okay.
I don't think he will.
So okay, spoiler alert for those who don't want any spoilers for the
It's
finale.
it's not really that much spoilers, to be honest. It's really just kind of
Yeah.
basic.
But we know Teddy Sears is coming back for either episode 12 or 13. That's gonna be interesting. Matt Latch is yet to be spotted, although we know he is returning as well. The rest, shall we show up? Shall we pull up or
I'll share my screen. This one.
These are all from Canada Graphs' Patreon, which I will link in the description down below as well. But yeah, here's I guess what the not final battle, but this is a set photo from the finale. We have Allegra, Nora, Barry, Keon in a suit, and Chilblain facing off against someone. Who it is, we don't know. It could be Zoom, could be someone else.
We will
don't
be
know.
finding out soon though, because he's
Yeah.
gonna post another post and with the villain. But that's yeah. That's Cecile.
Cecile's superhero suit, everyone. Yay! Yay, Cecile's a superhero. I cannot wait. Yay!
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, but the finale is gonna be cool. It's sad that they're filming the finale, bro. Like this cast.
By the time
Oh,
the next episode comes out, I think they'll be done.
sheesh. Imagine that, bro. That's sad, man. That's sad. I think that's it, right?
I
I don't want to pull it up, but with this world. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it in terms of the Flash stuff. So I guess this is it for the stream as well.
Well, what Willishwood said about Matt Letcher not getting his photo taken by CG, I find that quite funny because he's able to avoid it really well somehow.
True.
Unless a villain in this scene is Matt Letcher, and that'll be funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it for the stream then. So if you guys enjoy the stream, then be sure to drop a like. If you wanna share the stream around, that would be greatly appreciated as well. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in my next video, which it will either be a Flash movie video or it will be a trailer breakdown for the next episode. I'm gonna have to decide on that, but yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for everyone joining me once again. And yeah, don't forget, Daddy likes the metal.